20 minutes past 12 o'clock here at HCC Radio The Dragon. We are live at GreenFest. And right now in the studio, I have Louisa Jonas and Howard County Executive Ken Ulman. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, Ken Ulman, thanks for coming in today. We appreciate you coming here. So Howard County's been involved in a number of greening efforts. We're going to talk about some of them for today, but this is the 6th annual GreenFest so that the county puts on. Why is it important to have an event like GreenFest for the community?
Well, first of all, thank you to Howard Community College again for hosting us. You know, we can think up the ideas and we can bring vendors and things like that, but unless we have the place to house this, it doesn't work. And so having the HCC host this has really been fabulous. And, for me, this is important because it brings everything together once a year, and it helps talk to people about making the changes to make your lives more sustainable, make our communities more sustainable. And, the energy that you get from just walking around, seeing the ideas, seeing what's going on in your community, both just from the public sector side and also seeing the private sector vendors and just interesting things that are going on in the community is really important for our instituting the culture of sustainability even further in Howard County.
Along those lines, another initiative that you guys have taken on is the Robinson Nature Center, which is a nature education facility. It's on 18 acres of land in Columbia, and it's the first center owned and operated by the county government, which is really cool. And it seems in a way to do all year round what GreenFest does in one day, and it provides opportunities for folks to go out and explore. So why was that an important initiative for the county?
Sure. Yeah, the Robinson Nature Center has been really important to me personally. I've been involved in it since I was on the county council when we were able to acquire the 18 acres from Mrs. Robinson. The 18 acres is important because it also abuts the 1,000 acres of the Middle Patuxent Environmental Area, which is preserved in perpetuity, owned by the county, that surrounds the Middle Patuxent River. And so we wanted there to be a place, like I mentioned, as you did as well, from GreenFest, where you can talk about sustainability all year round, where people can learn about what it means to be a steward of the Chesapeake Bay, how to improve their own homes, their own lives, and also to hike and explore nature. And so we're really proud of it. And if you haven't been, if anybody hasn't been, it's right on Cedar Lane, just north of Route 32. And, please go and explore.
And one of the cool things about the Nature Center is that not only is there beautiful land to explore, but the building itself is LEED certified platinum, and it's one of only 3 buildings in the state that is LEED certified, and buildings get LEED certification from certified silver, gold to platinum. So the county itself has initiatives to require that certain public and private buildings be LEED certified. Why is that? How's that going?
Oh, it's going great. It's important for the county government to lead by example. And so when it came to building the Robinson Nature Center, it was really critical that it be LEED Platinum, because if we're going to build a nature center, how can we expect anybody in the private sector to take the steps necessary to conserve energy and to use recycled products and all the things that you get LEED points for if we weren't willing to go that extra mile? And so the other thing that it has in relation to the LEED points, and one of the reasons why you get LEED points is, we have a green roof that you can explore because it's on the second wing, but you can actually go outside. You can see different stormwater management techniques in practice. You can see pervious pavement, where when it rains, the water goes right through the pavement, which is a big way that we're going to get to be able to improve our infrastructure for stormwater. But unless people touch and feel things, it's hard for folks in the building industry to really comprehend what it is that we're doing. So we wanted it to be a living showcase for environmental technology as well.
Another thing that you're doing, I was actually really surprised to read that on your website that approximately 12% of the county's landfill trash is yard trim. That number astounds me. I can't believe it's that high. So you now have a pilot initiative to help people turn their yard trim into compost. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us how folks can get involved in that?
Sure. We pick up yard waste, and we now have a facility that can compost it. We're also experimenting with food scraps. So at one of the areas in Elkridge, we have over 1,000 families in a pilot where you actually get a green bin. So you have your trash, then you have your blue bin for recycling, then you get a green bin for food scraps. I've set the goal internally that we have no trash, and we really moved to that goal. landfill. People are recycling more than ever. Now we want to really get to people to focus on changing their behaviors to compost. And next month we're going to open a facility at our landfill where we can process food and yard scraps and yard waste ourselves and not have to rely on facilities that all too often are located very far away from Howard County.
Where does that compost end up going?
We actually sell it, so you'll be able to go pick it up there, or we'll bag it and sell it, and hopefully be able to generate some revenue ourselves as well. Unfortunately, because there are no large compost facilities in Maryland right now, we have to take our food scraps all the way to Delaware, which we're sort of solving one environmental problem, but then creating another by having it to go all the way out of state.
So speaking of transportation, it goes out of state and then people burn gas. Your county fleet of vehicles, you've been improving some of them to be hybrid, including the Howard County Transit operation. Can you tell us which vehicles are hybrid right now and how that is helping the county reduce its carbon footprint?
Sure. Virtually all of our buses are now hybrid, or if they're not, they're in the process of being retired. All new buses that we purchased are hybrid, and not only are they clearly saving the planet from harmful emissions, but they're also saving us fuel. So they're a little more expensive on the front end, but they really save you money on an ongoing basis. And then we've got almost 100 vehicles in our general fleet that are hybrid. We also have some electric vehicles, and we have a plug-in charging station at our Dorsey building. And so we're really moving forward, and we have the greenest, the cleanest fleet in the state of Maryland. And so it's something we're really proud of, making our mark.
Did you drive a hybrid vehicle here today?
I did every day.
Good answer.
I thought you were going to ask about electric vehicles because I drove the first Volt that we got, and that was an interesting experience. They ride incredibly well. I mean, you just don't even know that it's on.
That sounds so much fun. That's very cool. What are other main priorities moving forward to make Howard County even more green?
Sure. We really have tackled air quality, and we're making a difference. We've created some alternative energy sites. We want to do more, especially out at our landfill. We have a capped landfill at New Cut Road where we have a major solar array that provides almost all the power for Worthington Elementary School. Our next real hard challenge is stormwater. And, the state, in conjunction with the county, has passed a new fee that we will start to collect, and we will begin to really turn the corner when it comes to mitigating pervious pavement that causes such damage to our streams and rivers that feed the Chesapeake Bay. And so that's where the focus is really going to continue to be over the next few years. We're not going to lose focus on the other areas, but you're going to see a massive investment that'll improve the quality of life in Howard County. And, we've made a lot of progress over the last decade. I mean, a decade ago, we didn't have really any facilities. Now we have the Howard County Conservancy's facility off Route 99 in Woodstock. We've got our Robinson Nature Center. And last year we acquired the Belmont historic property that it sits in the middle the Patapsco State Park in Inholding, and we're going to turn that into an historic and environmental nature park. And so between those three facilities, we've really got the anchors to continue to provide a culture of sustainability here in Howard County.
Well, that's fantastic. I know that you are on your way to throw out a pitch at a baseball game.
It's been a busy day. I've already been at our housing fair where we had 1,000 people lined up before 10 a.m. here at GreenFest, and now I'll throw out the first pitch to start Little League baseball season here in Howard County.
That's fantastic. And you do have your Oriole shirt on today.
I do have my Oriole shirt. I also went to my daughter's soccer game in the middle of all that. So,
well, at least it's a beautiful day.
It's a great day, and it's great to see so many people out here. I'm very fortunate to be able to be county executive in a county where people care about their community and the environment as much as they do in Howard County. So great day.
So we've been talking to Howard County Executive Ken Ulman. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.